Brown here from Brown Pilates. Welcome to my Pilates class. I hope you're all well. It's very, very hot today, so we'll take it a little bit easier than usual, perhaps all this week's very, very hot. Okay, so just to revisit our 3 points of connection in the spine. Open up the chest, shoulder blades back and down. Neutral spine position, so you're lengthening that lumbar spine, no pushing the lower back out. Draw the abdominals in. Pelvic bone and rib cage squeezing together as you breathe out. Rib cage expanding as you breathe in and closing as you breathe out. Chin retracted. Open up the chest so we're keeping our postural position. Check your knee alignment as well. And then before we start, just make sure you've got your mat, you've got any bits of equipment you want to be using, activation band, stretchy band, ball. We're going to be using the chair a little bit today for a couple of things, or you can use a sofa, any I don't know, piece of furniture that's handy. Wrist grips, anything you need. Okay, so let's go. Feet hip distance apart, so as described. Posture, shoulders, chin, neutral spine position, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Draw those abdominals in, try and connect your core. Pelvic floor, buttock muscles engaged as well to help you connect. Okay, up onto the toes, breathing in, breathing out. Heels down, abdominals in. Hinge the hips back. So you push the hips out, but don't arch the back. Draw the abdominals in so that lumbar spine stays lengthened. And then relax your arms, head, neck and shoulders. No tension in the upper body. And just straighten the back of the legs just a little bit, so you get a bit of a stretch there. And breathing in, breathing out. Draw those abdominals in and slowly roll up. One vertebra at a time. Tuck the chin in. So you're getting a nice stretch in the back of the neck. Good. Posture check. Knee alignment. Up onto the balls of the feet. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth. Hinge the hips back. Watch your knee alignment. Tuck the chin in. Open the shoulder blades. And then just relax the arms. Head, neck and shoulders. Straighten the legs enough so you get a bit of a stretch in the back of the legs. And then breathe in, breathe out, slowly coming up. So keep feet, knees, shoulders, hips, arms all in line. Try not to veer to the side. And all the way back up. Excellent. Okay. So arms slightly behind you. So we're opening up the shoulders, neutral spine position. Core muscles engaged, buttock muscles, pelvic floor. Check your knees. Try not to let the knees roll in. Push out against your activation band if you're using it. Okay, so let's just roll those shoulders forwards, up, back and down. Keeping the chin retracted. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, one after the other. Let's get those shoulders moving. Keep the hips facing the front. So upper body moving a little bit. Shoulders moving. Chin retracted. Good. Hands on the shoulders. So continue that movement. Leading with the elbows. Opening up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, draw the abdominals in, of course, breathing in, breathing out. Good, relax the arms, relax the shoulders, raise the hands. Elbows back level with the ears, breathing out. Now draw the abdominals in and stretch the arms up from the shoulder blades, drawing the abdominals in and then all the way back. And again, pelvic floor, buttock muscles, knee alignment, breathing in. Raise the hands. And the arms, no hunching the shoulders, keep them down. Elbows back level with the ears, breathing out, stretching up. And then we'll just reach a little bit further. Breathe out as you stretch up, so you should feel that more in the side of the waist when you stretch one arm up and the other one. And then all the way back. All right, shrug the shoulders and relax the shoulders down. Breathing in, breathing out, lengthening, back of the neck. Tops of the shoulders, chin retracted, so you're getting that stretch, and then just taking that stretch a little bit to the side, making sure the stretch comes from your upper back. Again, no hunching. Lead with the hand and the arm, and then the shoulder blade. Stretching, stretching. Keep the abdominals in, keep your knee alignment. Good, and relax. So keep the arms slightly behind you in that open position with the shoulders. Abdominals in and relax the chin forwards and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Chin down. Good, breathing in, breathing out. Lifting the chin slightly and then head forwards, chin to the chest. Slowly coming up, breathing in, breathing out. Nice and slowly. Back to the centre, chin retracted, and turn the jaw up to the ceiling as you breathe out. Abdominals in, keep the shoulder down. Good, breathing in, breathing out, and the other one, stretch. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Back to the centre, turn the head to the side, open the shoulders a little bit more. Breathing in, breathing out, and then roll that head forwards. Keeping your neutral spine position, remember, lengthen the lumbar spine, draw those abdominals in. Keep the shoulder blades back and down. And focus on stretching, lengthening the back of the neck, tops of the shoulders, and trying to get that head round a little bit further. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, back to the centre, chin retracted, and now relax the ear to the shoulder and add your arm in, hand over the top of the ear if you can. Lift the head up a little bit, stretch it across, breathing in, breathing out, core muscles engaged. Stretch this arm the other way, lengthen through the top of the shoulder. Good, and the other side. Breathing in, breathing out, lift the head up and across, shoulder down. Good, and then hands behind the head, chin retracted, breathing in, breathing out. Use the hands and the elbows, the arms to bring that head forwards, that chin to the chest, bring that stretch in the back of the neck. And slowly coming up. Good. Okay, legs a little bit wider, so we're going into our side lunge, in the thigh stretches, and of course do remember your 3 points of connection in the spine. Chin retracted, shoulder blades engaged, so when we go down into that position, you're not letting the upper back collapse forward, because then the strain will go into your lower back. So make sure your knee and thigh don't move forwards. You sink the hips back as you stretch to the side, breathing in, breathing out. Core muscles engaged. If you find the upper back naturally rounding forwards, keep the arms behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades back and down as you go into the stretch, so that will help. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Breathing in and out, sink the hips back, shoulder blades back and down, chin retracted. All right, and we'll hold it there a little bit wider. If you want to, sink the hips back, and then to get a little bit more of a stretch in the inner thighs, turn the feet out slightly. Go down a little bit lower, up to you, so you're getting that stretch there. Excellent. Okay, bring the feet back, and then swap to the other side, sink the hips back, try not to let the knee and the thigh move forwards. And then if you think you can stretch a bit more, take the legs a bit wider, turn the feet out, so you're getting that stretch in the inner thigh, a little bit more there. Abdominals in, shoulder blades back and down. Fantastic. All right, bring the feet back to the centre. So we're going into our hip flexor stretch, back nice and straight, squat down, tip the pelvis under, so you're feeling that stretch in the inner thigh. Again, even though you've got the band around the leg, if you have, make sure the knees aren't rolling in. Push out against your band to keep that alignment. Okay, arms up, interlace the fingers if you can. Turn the hands inside out. Bring the arms up. Now you want to try and keep the elbows level with the ears, so you may need to bend your elbows a little bit. So when you stretch up, the stretch is coming from the upper back, breathing in, breathing out. So lift the chest up and back, draw the abdominals in, and then tip that pelvis forward as you reach up. And you should feel, hopefully, stretch all the way through here, from the hip flexor to the abdominals and into your back. All right, swap sides. Squat down, back nice and straight. Interlace the fingers, stretching up, breathing in, breathing out. So lift the chest, up the back, draw the abdominals in, tip the pelvis under, stretch the arms up, no hunching. Good, and relax. Front hip your thigh stretch. So hold on if you need to. Hold your foot, ankle, trouser leg. Again, If you're looking sideways on, 3 points of connection in the spine. Back nice and straight, open the chest, breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis forwards, knees level, heel in towards the hip. And then if you can, take the hand away from the wall. Hold your ear if you find it difficult to balance, or hold your foot with both hands. Breathing in, breathing out, and then tip the pelvis forward a little bit more there. For your deeper stretch. Brilliant. Okay, change sides. Okay, other leg. Hold on if you need to. Good. Knees level. Back nice and straight. 3 points of connection in the spine. Open the chest, shoulder blades back and down. Breathing in, breathing out. Tip the pelvis under. Push the hip forward, but try and keep the knees level there. Chin retracted. Abdominals in. So try and take the hand off the wall. Hold your ear if you need a bit of help with balancing. Otherwise, hold the foot with both hands. Bring the heel in towards the hip. Breathing in, breathing out, and repeat. Good. Excellent. All right, back to the centre. Feet hip distance apart. Engage your core muscles here. Arms out in front. So I'm going to focus on today our shoulder blade retraction to help our upper body posture. So here, breathing in, breathing out. We're going to open the shoulder blades, reach the arms forward without leaning forwards, okay? Just reach, open the shoulder blades, stretching forwards, and then breathe in, breathe out. Lift the chest, draw the abdominals in, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together without bending the elbows. So rounding and retracting. And also make sure you're not pushing that low back out. Keep that lengthened, bend the knees a little bit if you need to. Chin retracted, squeeze the shoulder blades together. If you're drawing the abdominals in enough, you're going to feel that core connection, hopefully. And this is very similar to the cat stretch we do when we're on all fours. It's the same action. Okay, just try not to bend the elbows. We're trying to get that upper body moving separately from the lower body. We're rounding, retracting. Okay, and then we're going to go diagonally, open up. So arms slightly behind you, no hunching, shoulder blades back and down, and then really stretch up on the diagonal. Middle finger reaching up there, and the opposite direction. Rounding, good, retracting, and the other way. Arms behind you, stretch. Couple more, rounding, retracting, and then turn the palms that way. As you stretch, think of the wrist stretching up towards the opposite wall there. Retract, open, stretch. Good, and then finally, open, retract, abdominals in, and then open the arms, both arms out, slightly behind you, palms backwards if you want to stretch in the wrist, and little pulsing action, squeezing the shoulder blades together, drawing the abdominals in, of course, just working on those back muscles to make you more aware of them, strengthen them, and to help with your upper body posture. So when you finish the class, you'll hopefully be aware more of your back muscles and strengthening them. Okay, so arms out in front. So just from there, we're going to stretch out. Hold the stretch this time. And turn the hands inside out, stretching up. Legs a little bit wider. We're going to go up and across, and then hips out in the other direction. And slowly come up. Elbows level with the ears, breathing in, stretching up, breathing out, abdominals in. Push the hips out for more of a stretch there. Bend the knees if you need to. Again, no hunching. Try and keep those elbows level with the ears. Up and over. Good. Breathing in, up and over. Great, and relax. Okay, so we're going to go into our squatting, and we're going to use the chair. Okay, so we're going to sit down on the chair and come up again. Do make sure the chair, if you're using a chair or sofa, that it's stable, it's not going to roll over. And the idea is, obviously, you're using your squat technique to sit down on the chair and come up again. Do make sure, once you're on the chair, that the knees are slightly lower than the hips. So that's really good, just better for your knees, hips and back and everything. So you might need to put a cushion there. Okay, so we're going to use either the ball, or we're going to add a little bit more with the activation band. So let's get started first of all. So feet hip distance apart. Make sure you're a couple of inches away from the chair there. As you bring the arms up, try not to let the upper body come forward like that. So think of the exercise we just did, retracting the shoulder blades. So when you lift the arms up and sit back, your shoulder blades are engaged. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, and again, abdominals in, squeeze the buttock muscles, chest comes forward first, heels into the floor, shoulder blades back and down, and then coming up. So that's your technique. Try not to let the upper body flop forwards. Keep the shoulder blades engaged, down, and up again there, and down. Now if you want to work on those muscles a little bit more, we can add in your stretchy band here. So, and this is quite a light one, so I'm going to double it up. Again, up to you with the bands, how much resistance you want. So again, think about the exercise we did just now. Shoulder blades back and down. So as we sink the hips back, the arms come up. Stretch the band apart, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Okay, so you're activating those back muscles a little bit more. Breathing in, breathing out. Buttock muscles, abdominals, heels into the mat. Stretch the band apart, shoulder blades back and down. And again, down and up. Take the arms up and down if you want to, or just hold them there. But stretch the band apart, so you're engaging the shoulder blades and obviously working the core muscles a little bit more. Okay, so you can wind the band up and tighten it a little bit more if you want to. Squeeze the buttock muscles, and then if you want to work the legs a little bit more, and you've got the activation band. For this one, you take the band a bit lower. You can keep the chin retracted. There, stretch the band apart, breathing in, breathing out, stretch it, squeeze the buttock muscles. Heels into the mat as you come back up, breathing in, breathing out. And then we're going to hold it, squat down a little bit, little pulsing action, and again, squeeze the shoulder blades together, little pulsing action there. Okay, fantastic. Come back to the centre. So we're just going to finish off with our upper body deep stretch. So if you can, right over left. Okay, lock the elbows. If you're not able to, just take the arm across into that position for the stretch in the shoulder. Up to you. If you can, cross the elbows over. Lock the elbows, push the elbows away, so you're opening the shoulder blades like that. And then breathing in, breathing out. So move the chest and the arms to the side. Keep the feet, knees and the hips facing the front. Turn the head the other way. Raise the hands and lower, and then come all the way back, pushing the elbows away from you to get that deeper stretch. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, so continue with that. As I said, if it's really uncomfortable, just use the arm just above the elbow there, stretch across, and you can always do the same thing from that position. Bend the elbow a little bit, and then you're actually in that deeper stretch position. So up to you. Okay, up and down, push the elbows away, breathing in, breathing out. Back to the centre, try and keep the elbows locked and extend the forearms further away from you, opening the shoulder blades. Good, relax. Okay, left over right, so swapping over. Push the elbows away, open the shoulder blades, abdominals in, core muscles engaged. Move the chest, move the arms, turn the head the other way, raise the hands, lower, and all the way back. Good, breathing in, breathing out. Up and down. Feel that stretch in the shoulder as you come across. Good, back to the centre, elbows away, and extend the forearms further forwards. If you were doing the other one, stretch the arm across, and if you can, just bend the elbow to get that deeper stretch there. Fantastic. All right, arms behind you. Try not to hunch the shoulders, open the chest, shoulders down, abdominals in, stretch the arms up behind you, interlace the fingers if you can. Lumbar spine lengthen, no pushing that low back out, stretching, and then just turn the arms to the side, just to get a little bit more stretch there in the shoulders. Good, fantastic. Okay, time to take your shoes off if you want to. Have some water. Do keep yourself hydrated. So shoes off if you want to. I'm going to go into our deeper leg stretches and then down into our floor work. Okay. So get your grips ready if you need them. Okay. And your band ready. Okay, so up onto the toes, breathing in, breathing out. Hinge the hips back, falling forwards. Watch the knee alignment here. Relax the upper body. But this time we're going to go for deeper stretches. So either hold on to the floor, hands on the floor if you can reach. If not, just hold somewhere that's comfortable on the back of the legs. Push that low back, your hips back there, lumbar spine length, and no arching there, no overarching and no tucking under. Okay, so breathing in, bend the knees, breathing out, straightening the legs, hinge the hips back, hold the stretch for a few seconds. Again, bend, breathing in, breathing out, straighten, again, holding it, breathing normally. And then alternate, bend one, straighten the other, hinge the hip back, lumbar spine length and abdominals in. Hold each stretch for a few seconds, so you're letting your calves, backs of the legs, lower back, bottom muscles stretching. Good, and we're going to do our deeper stretches, so turn the toes inwards, like a pigeon toe position. Same two stretches, bend the knees, straighten the legs. Breathing in as you bend, breathing out as you straighten. Hold it and then alternating. So hinge that hip back without twisting the hips. Keep the pelvis level. Breathing in, breathing out, bend and straighten. And the other one. Fantastic. All right, turn the feet out. Bend the knees, straighten the legs. Breathing in. Breathing out, abdominals in, hinge the hips back, and then alternating. Bend one knee straighten the other, keeping your knee alignment, abdominals in. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, feet back to the front. Get the left leg out in front of you. Sink the hips back, abdominals in. Same thing as before. If you can reach, hold the end of your toes. Stretch the toes back. Turn the foot inwards and outwards. If you can't reach, don't worry. Just have the hands on the legs and you can do that same stretch, stretching the toes back and getting a deeper stretch there in the calf by stretching those toes backwards. Change legs. Okay, breathing in, breathing out, stretching. Good. All right, hands on the mat, walk your hands forward into your downward dog stretch. Again, using the grips if you need to here. The important thing is not to round or hunch the shoulders, so bring those shoulders down, shoulder blades engaged. Think about the exercise we did earlier, so your shoulder blades are engaged. Hinge the hips back and then try and get your heels down towards the mat. The important thing here is the stretch in your arms and your shoulder blades, so no rounding like this. Shoulder blades back and down, hips up in the air, feel the stretch in the spine. And then try and get the heels down towards the mat. Up, onto the toes and back down, stretching. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, up and then alternate. Bend one knee, straighten the other. Followed by that back stretch. Shoulder blades back and down. Stretching out the spine. Stretching out the back of the legs. Good, abdominals in. Feet fairly wide. Use the grips if you need to. Bring the body forward as far as it's comfortable for you, shoulder blades back and down. Draw the abdominals in so you're feeling those core muscles working. And stretch back, breathing in, breathing out. Now, of course, if it's too much, bring the knees onto the mat. And then you can do the same stretch, forwards and back. Or feet up in that position. Same thing. Work at your own level. Important thing is to draw the abdominals in. Chin retracted, shoulder blades back and down. Core muscles engaged. Breathing in, breathing out. Abdominals in. There. Good. And then just hold it a little bit longer. And your pelvic bone and rib cage squeezing together. Okay. And relax. And then stretch back. Sit back on your heels, arms stretched out in front of you. Relax your back, relax your arms, bring your arms down into your child's pose stretch. If you want to. It's a great stretch for your low back. Relax the hips down towards the heels, or any variation of this one. If it's more comfortable, if you can't get your hips down, doesn't matter. Just like a halfway action if you want to. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, come back up on all fours, and we're going to do our Superman exercise this week with some different variations for the legs, for the buttock muscles. So again, with your Superman, bring the arms a little bit further forwards, but the idea is we're strengthening the whole body here. So wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and then we're going to take the opposite arm and opposite leg, nice and slowly. And the important thing is, again, is to draw the abdominals in as you do it. So breathing in, breathing out. Think of pelvic bone and rib cage drawing together. Slide the arm and leg away. Keep the hand and foot in contact with the mat as long as possible. Lift, and then when you get that body there in a straight line, stretch a little bit more as you draw the abdominals in and back. So again, you're working the whole core muscles here if you draw those abdominals in. Breathing in, breathing out. Stretch, lengthen, draw the abdominals in, stretch the arm, stretch the leg, and back. Of course, if you do find it too much, or you're very wobbly, you can just, for example, do the arms on their own and the legs on their own, and then bring them back together when you feel comfortable. And try not to hunch the shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, lengthen, lift, stretch, abdominals in and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Okay, so we're going to add some variations in. So hold this position, body in a straight line, and take the arm and leg out. That's it, 3 times. 3, good, and back, and then bring the knee into the elbow, and then stretch out again. Breathing out, stretch and lengthen, in and out. Good, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So of course, if you've got the activation band, this is quite tough. So arm and leg out, draw the abdominals in, arm and leg out to the side. 3 times. And then bring the knee into the elbow and extend. In, breathing out, draw the abdominals in. There. Good, and relax. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of extra work, the legs and buttock muscles here. So stay in that position. Again, doing it with the activation band is quite tough. Take it off if you want to, or bring that band up a little bit higher. Shoulder blades back and down, breathing in, breathing out. So here we are, and we're going to take the knee or the leg out to the side. Okay, so I'll do it this way around. So we're just taking that knee out to the side, okay? So breathing in, breathing out. Abdominals in. How high you take the leg, keep it on one leg only, is up to you. And then the opposite arm, okay, you can take out to the side. So if we're doing it this way around, we're taking the arm out there. So again, we're working the whole body, breathing in, breathing out. Okay, and then we'll swap to the other side. Breathing in, breathing out. If you're wobbling too much, leave the arms out, just do the legs, but really draw those abdominals in, breathing out. Okay, swap legs again. Okay, so we're going to do our clamshell exercise, but in this position. So feet touching, and then we're going to do that clamshell exercise. I'm going to do it this way around. Breathing in, breathing out. So this time you're taking the knee out to the side. It's very tough on your backs of your thighs. Breathing in, breathing out. Squeeze the feet together, abdominals in. And again, work at your own level. Okay, other side. Breathing in, breathing out. Abdominals in. Don't relax the shoulders, shoulder blades back and down. Take that leg out to the side, breathing in, breathing out. Just do this way around so you can see. You should really feel that in the backs of the thighs, buttock muscles. Breathing in, squeeze the feet together. Good. Okay, and finally, okay, you're going to take the leg up behind you with the knee bent. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, don't let the lower back arch here. Bend the knee, Try and flex the foot, lead with the heel, up and down. Again, you can add the arm in here if you want to. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in. So this is working both legs, so the leg that's not moving. You're going to feel it there as well. So bend the knee, breathing in, breathing out. Lift, flex the foot, down and add the arm in if you want to. Abdominals in, flex the foot, bend the knee as much as you need to feel that stretch. Feel the backs of the thighs, bicep muscles working. And then we're going to do our donkey kick. Okay, so from here, flex the foot, extend the leg, and then kick the heel into the hip. Extend it out. Breathing in, breathing out. Lift the knee, kick, and out. These are called donkey kicks. You might remember them from years ago. I don't know, maybe not. Okay, flex the foot, heel in towards the hip, lift and extend, breathing in, breathing out. And this really targets your lower body. Don't forget about your neutral spine position. Draw those abdominals in, kick and out. Good. All right, and relax. And stretch back. So sink the hips back, relax the arms, head, neck and shoulders, relax your lower back. Good. All right, come back up and just go into the cat stretch. Use the grips if you want to. So remember, this cat stretch is exactly the same as that shoulder blade retraction. Working on our upper body, our shoulder blade stabilisation, so rounding and retracting. So really lengthen through the spine here. Shoulder blades back and down, abdominals in. Pelvic bone and ribcage squeezing together as you extend. No hunching, shoulder blades back and down, so you should feel those back muscles working as we did before. So hopefully at the end of the class tomorrow you're going to feel you're working those back muscles, so that will help you with your upper body posture to stand more tall. Rounding and retracting. Good, fantastic. Okay, pop your grips down, roll over the other way. Good, grab your board if you want to, grab your exercise band, light weights, whatever you'd like to use, work at your own level. And breathing in, breathing out. So remember, abdominals in, close that rib cage, rolling back down as far as it's comfortable. When you come up, abdominals in, squeeze the bicep muscles, come back up. Okay, so work at your own level here. Hands at the back of the thighs. If you're having a bad back week, very small movement backwards and forwards. Otherwise, you can go down a little bit lower. Each week you can build up on that. It's not a competition. The important thing is that you're not coming up in a jerky movement, that you're slow and controlled. So work on that. Stretching, big stretch. Breathing in, breathing out. Smoothly coming up. Squeeze the bicep muscles, draw the abdominals in. Opening the spine. Breathing in, breathing out. If you want to work a bit harder, take one leg off the mat. Again, as you come back up, squeeze that left bottom muscle if you're lifting the left leg, and then right leg. Good, that's it. So different variations here. If you want to work a little bit more on that flexibility there of that lower back, you can add the ball in here. Okay, and then of course you can work the arms a little bit more if you want to, as we did just now, stretching the band apart as you're going up and down. Double it up if you want to. A favourite of mine is to work the arms, so elbows tucked in, bicep curl as you come back up. Breathing in, breathing out. Hands up to the shoulders, abdominals in. Good, and then from there if you want to work the opposite, the back of the arm from here, lower the elbow down towards the hip and try and extend the arm back out behind you. Breathing in, breathing out. No hunching the shoulder. And then the other side. Breathing in, breathing out. So a few options there. Or just hold the band here. And then just side to side if you want to. Breathing in, breathing out. So you're working those oblique muscles. And hold it one side. Little pulsing action. And the other side. Squeeze the left bicep muscle if you're doing it to the left side. Good. All right, and relax. Hug the knees. Nice deep breath in and out. Good. All right, lie back on your mat or a cushion at the back of the head if you want to. Good. So neutral spine position. Remember, we're working on that pelvic bone and rib cage squeezing together as you breathe out, and then keeping your neutral spine position as we add the arm and leg in. Breathing in, breathing out. Press the shoulder blades into the mat. Keep the chin tucked in so you're lengthening. Point the toe, flex the foot. Breathing in, breathing out. So again, when you're doing this, concentrate on the lengthening and the stretching through the whole body. Try not to lift the shoulder and take the arm back like that. Shoulder blades pressed into the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Now lengthen, stretch, point the toe, flex the foot, stretch the arm and back. Breathing in, breathing out. Lengthen, abdominals in. And then both arms back for more of a challenge. Don't forget about the stretch in the spine as well. Reaching up, tuck the chin in, point the toe, flex the foot, abdominals in. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, and then from there, adding in your different variations. One leg up, one leg down, breathing in, breathing out. Good, one leg up, one leg down. Just taking you through your different levels. Abdominals in as you do this, with or without the arms. And then finally into your tabletop position. Stay at the level you're comfortable with, adding in the arms if you want to. Good. If you find the back arching, please go down to the previous level. Or if you find that you want more of a challenge, then we can take the legs out fully. One and then the other, never both together. There. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, shoulder blades pressed into the mat. Lengthen, stretch, point the toe, flex the foot. Lengthen through the whole of the body. And back. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. That's it. And then you can speed that up a little bit if you want to. Either hands on the mat. Keep those abdominals in. And just speed that up a little bit. Up to you. If you want to add in an abdominal curl with that. If you do, bring the opposite shoulder to the knee that's still bent. Again, if it's too much on the neck, this, just by doing this on its own, drawing the abdominals in, is really challenging anyway. So curling across. For this one, make sure you're not twisting the hips off the mat. That's it. Breathing in, breathing out, abdominals in, and then curl up, hold it there, and we'll just go side to side a little bit quicker, speed it up a little bit. If it's too much on the neck, as I say, keep the head on the mat, and you can just do this on its own. It's just as challenging. Good, and relax. All right, knees into the chest, and circle the hips round one way and the other way. Okay, we're going to just go into our spine stretch, so arms out to the side, cross the feet over if you find it more comfortable. Breathing in, breathing out, and take the legs and hips one way, head the other way. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice and slowly. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, so we're going to add in some abdominal curls, but using the chair. I'm going to rest the feet on the chair for a change. So bring your chair towards it, or if you're just using, you might be at home and using a sofa or piece of furniture, up to you. It's just a variation, and it makes it a little bit more challenging through the abdominals if you want to. So grab your chair, as I said, sofa, whatever you want. And you're going to rest your feet on the chair. Now, the more of your legs that you've got on the chair, it's going to make it a little bit easier. So if you're close to the chair and you've got the bottom of the legs on the chair, when you add in your abdominal curls, it's going to be a bit easier. If you want more of a challenge, bring yourself a little bit further away. So you've only got the feet on the chair. Okay. So it's up to you. Abdominals in, pelvic bone and rib cage squeezing together. And we're going to add in just some basic abdominal curls. So cross the hands behind the head, or find a position that you're comfortable in. Breathing in, breathing out. So lift the chest, pelvic bone and rib cage squeezing together. Lift the chest, the head, chest off the mat. Remember, it's Pilates. We don't have to lift the head off very high, or upper body off very high, because of the nature of this drawing of the abdominals in. So we're just coming up to the centre, breathing in, breathing out. That's it. Curling up. Curling up just straight to the centre first. And then we're going to go diagonally. Breathing in. Breathing out. When you go diagonally, you're going to feel the muscles on the side of the waist working. So curl across. Breathing in. Breathing out. Okay, so we're going to do a little pattern. So we're going to go curl up to the left, little pulsing action. Don't take the head back down. We're going to pulse to the centre, pulse to the right, and then you're going to go back down and do the same thing the other way around. So it's right first, curl up, little pulse, without going back down, pulse to the centre, pulse to the left, and back. So continue, side, centre, side, and back. Side, centre, side, and back. Side, centre, side, and back. And now we're going to take the left leg up in the air, and we're going to curl across to the left. Take the right hand away, and we're just going to do a little pulsing action. Draw the muscles in on the left side of the waist there. As you do this, you're going to stretch the leg up towards the ceiling as you pulse. Point the toe, flex the foot. So you're really focusing on those oblique muscles. And the good thing about this is if you don't want to take the head off the mat, okay, you can rest the head on the mat. And if you just do the stretch bit with the leg, so heel goes up towards the ceiling, point the toe, flex the foot, you're still going to work the muscles on the side of the waist. So you don't have to curl up if you don't want to. Point the toe, flex the foot, and then little pulsing action. Again, point, flex, draw those muscles in on the side of the waist. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other leg. So point the toe, flex the feet, draw those abdominals in on that side, on the right side now. Curl up if you want to, and add in a little pulsing action. So try and stretch the leg up towards the ceiling with the heel and with the toe as you draw the abdominals in. Little pulsing action to work a little bit harder. Okay, and then just coming back to the centre. Legs up, both legs up in the air, curling up. Again, take the hands away if you want to. Little pulsing action, but do the same thing with the legs. Point the toes, flex the feet, adding the arms in if you want to, or keeping the head on the mat. If you just do that leg action, drawing the abdominals in, you're going to work the abdominals at the same time. So it's up to you. If you want to add that pulsing in, point the toe, flex the foot, little pulsing action. Good, and relax. All right, knees into the chest. Again, circle the hips around one way and the other way. Fantastic. All right, feet back on the mat. We're going to go into our back stretch, low back stretch, and into our final stretches. I'm going to put some music on. I'm going to put the chair away now, so you can just move the chair out the way if it's in the way there. That's it, out the way. Okay, so you want to take the activation band off now. That's it. And then we're going to start off with our low back stretch. Stretch for your low back. So you're going to stretch the legs one way. Stretch the arms the other way, so keep the shoulder blades pressed into the mat. Arms up and back, point the toes, flex the feet, lengthen through the whole of the body. Breathing in, breathing out. So draw the abdominals in, Bring the left knee in towards the chest, bend the knee, grab the back of the thigh with both hands. And as you draw that leg in, press your lower back into the mat, breathing normally and holding that stretch for a good 10 seconds. Or a little bit more if it's very tight, curling up if you want to. Good, stretch out again. Point the toes, flex the feet, stretching the arms. Bring the right leg in, grab the back of the thigh, press the lower back into the mat, draw that leg in. Remember, this is your low back stretch, so you're pushing your low back towards the mat. Add a little bit more resistance here if you want to. Good, one more each side, stretching up. Good, bringing the head off the mat is optional, you don't have to, just focus on pressing your low back into the mat to get that stretch there. Great, all right, bring the feet back on the mat. Hands down by your side, relax the shoulders, relax the arms, and roll your head side to side. Good, and up and down. Quite nice if you've got the ball or cushion. And little circles. Great. Okay, so grab either your activation band or your stretchy butt. And we're going to go into our deep stretches. So left leg first, wrap the band around your foot, in sort of mid-edge end of the foot. Right leg out along the mat, as long as you can keep your neutral spine position. Point the toes, flex the feet, and then use the band, add a little bit more stretch as and when you feel you can. So taking the leg back a little bit further, straining the leg a little bit more, having a little bit more of a stretch. Just make sure you don't stretch the leg back so far that your hip's coming off the mat. Okay, hold the foot in the flexed position, turn the foot inwards and outwards. And then hold the band in one hand. Keep the foot flexed, take the leg across, the left leg is going over to the right. Flex the foot and move that leg forwards and backwards. Alright, bring the leg back, swap hands, same leg, left leg. Flex the foot, bring it over to the left. Flex the foot and move that leg forwards and backwards. Turn the leg out slightly so you really are getting that stretch in the inner thigh. Great, all right, bring the leg back and we'll do the same thing with the right leg. So wrap the band middle to the end of your right foot, left leg out along the mat as long as you can keep your neutral spine position. Point the toes, flex the feet. Add the breathing in as you point, breathing out as you flex, adding a little bit more resistance there with the band as you feel you can. And then straightening the leg a little bit more, drawing the leg back a little bit further, taking care you don't lift the hips off the mat. Hold the foot there in the flexed position, turn the leg inwards and outwards to get that deeper stretch. Good, hold the band in one hand, take the right leg over to the left. Keep the foot flexed and then move that leg forwards and backwards. Good. All right, bring the leg back, swap hands. So take the right leg out to the right, flex the foot, turn the leg out slightly so you're getting that stretch in the inner thigh. Great, all right, and relax. And finish off with your hip stretch. Left foot on the bent right knee, neutral spine position, level pelvis. Turn the leg out to the side to feel the stretch in the hip if you need to. Bring the other leg off the mat to get a little bit more of a stretch there. Okay, and then the other leg, right foot on the bent left knee. Keep the pelvis level, neutral spine position, turn the leg out. Bring the leg off the mat if you want to. Okay, so finally into your relaxation position. So you can stay here on your back, roll over into your child's pose stretch, If you want to, up to you, just find a position you feel you can relax in. You can straighten the legs if you want to. Relax the arms by your side, across your chest, knees apart, or you can vary it. Okay, so first of all, concentrate on relaxing all the muscles. Start off with the neck, with the shoulders, with the arms, with the hands. Tense the arms and relax. Relax your back. Relax your hips, relax your legs. And then we'll add in our Pilates breathing. So remember, deep breath in through the nose, rib cage expanding. Hold it for a few seconds, breathing out through the mouth, rib cage closing. Again, holding it for a few seconds. And repeat that sequence in your own time. Focusing on deep breaths in through the nose, long, slow breath out through the mouth. Rise and fall of the rib cage or thoracic breathing. And then learning to hold those breaths a little bit longer. So you're slowing down your breathing, and that helps the body to get into like a relaxation mode, if you like. Slowing the breathing down, and the body's relaxing. So you can do that in your own time. No tension anywhere in the body. Straighten the legs if you want to. Relax the arms, breathing in through the nose. Long, slow breath out through the mouth. Rise and fall of the rib cage. Slowly come back up if you want to. You can always stay down a bit longer into your relaxation position. Up to you. So up on all fours, into that cat stretch position again. Rounding the shoulder blades, draw the abdominals in. Lift the chest, lengthen through the spine, shoulder blades back and down. Abdominals in again, rounding, retracting, and then stretching back up. Downward dog stretch. Shoulder blades back and down, stretch the spine, stretch the arms, heels down towards the mat. Bend and straighten, alternate knees. Watch your knee alignment as you do this, breathing in, breathing out. Draw the abdominals in as you stretch the leg back. Good, all right. Abdominals in, walk the hands back up towards the feet, keep the knees slightly bent, and then roll back up one vertebra at a time, like we did in the beginning. All right, back to your start position. Relax the arms, roll the shoulders forwards, up, back and down again, opening up the chest, chin retracted, core muscles engaged. Hopefully your posture feels that it's improving. You'll be aware of your back muscles. So in your day-to-day activities and after the class, you'll be standing taller because you're aware of those muscles. All right, stretching up, both arms up, reaching up towards the ceiling, cross the hands behind the head, tuck the chin in, breathing in, breathing out, head forwards. Check your knee alignment as you're watching there. Let the knees roll in, keeping that positioning. And slowly coming up. Good, fantastic. All right, well done. That's the end of today's session. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you soon. Okay.